tried to come back, had one carry after he separated the shoulder and couldn't do it. But that was a big factor. Josh came in and did a remarkable job jumping in at that spot and carrying the load for us. But you know, Sam's a special player, and that hurt a lot.
Is it a big factor too when you've got a guy that's a receiver after going running back?
Well, Josh has done both throughout the year, so we knew that he would jump right in there, and you know, but it does. I guess it maybe takes away a little bit from your offense because now you don't have your best wide receiver in there either. But we survived. Our guys came in, and a couple other receivers came in and did a nice job. So we did as best we could.
Josh, through all that, you guys are still kind of leading the fourth quarter. Was it feeling yet when you took the lead?
Yeah, we were pretty confident going into that fourth quarter. We felt like we were moving the ball pretty well. Didn't get the ball in the end zone. That was kind of frustrating for us, but you know, obviously not having Sam in there hurts a little bit as far as the fluidity of the offense. And I thought we did a decent job all day, but it was just frustrating not being able to punch the ball in a little more.
I think that the two key plays I can think of, 7-7, we got the ball back, 4th and 1, and we jumped off sides. We felt we had a great play call down there that would have scored the touchdown, and then the next drive we got down there again and fumbled, and those two plays I think were probably the difference in the football game.
Carter, both defenses are making big plays, especially in the first half. What kind of changed for them on their scoring drives that you guys were able to stop?
I mean, late there in the fourth quarter when they put that drive together to take our lead away, it was just that zone play, and they were cutting back to a gap that we hadn't seen all game, and we didn't adjust to it in time on that drive. And we played tough all game, and keeping them to 0 points at half was we felt like that was a good half. We knew we had to come out, and we were trying to pitch a shutout, and we gave it our best. It held tough, but it just wasn't enough today.
Two more questions.
Well, I think the biggest is tremendous battle, you know, out there. And again, hats off to St. John's. You know, a great effort on their part. They've got a great football team, a great defense, and I was just really excited about the way our guys kept competing, the way they responded to tough situations, and just kept believing that we would find a way to get the thing done, and they were able to do that.
Rick, it seemed like after they took the 10-7 lead, your guys just, I don't know, fed into the crowd. It just seemingly took control of the game right there.
Well, you know, I think holding that in that situation, holding them to 3 points was absolutely critical in terms of the whole feel of the game. And so, you know, we were certainly fortunate, you know, that they made a mistake there on that 4th and short play, and then. You know, I think it just gave everybody kind of a spark when we felt like we could, you know, if we scored, we could take the lead. And our offense dug in and found a way to get that done.
Logan, what was the turning point for the offense, Logan?
I think when they went up 10-7, we just kind of told ourselves it's time to respond. You know, big games are all built on momentum, and that was a big momentum swing for them to take the lead, and I think we did a really good job. Get the momentum back in our favor by going down there and scoring.
Brandon, on that drive to take the lead 14-10, there was nothing crazy, nothing uncommon, just kind of straight ahead. What was the talk before that first round on the field?
To be honest, we just knew we had to come out and respond. You know, it was big for our defense to hold them to 3 points. The line did great. They got a great push up front, and that allowed us to drive all the way down and score. So that was big. Brandon, you surpassed 1,000 yards on that 8-yard carry there in the first game for the season. Congratulations, first running back we've had since 2006. Was that a goal? I know you were a little short of that last year. You just talked about that.
I mean, we had to play 12 games. No, just kidding. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was a big goal for me for sure. But definitely all the credit to the offensive line. You know, they allowed me to do that. So they played great today and all season. So.
Logan, you seem to be keeping it more on that read option in the second half. Is that something you talked about at halftime or a read that you made?
No, I mean, I was just reading my keys, and they were giving me opportunities to keep the ball. That's about it.
What sort of adjustments did you guys make in the second half after they shut you out and you had a couple scoring opportunities when able to take advantage?
Yeah, we just needed to take advantage of our opportunities in the red zone. We kind of stalled out a couple times in the first half, and we just needed to execute a little bit better in the second half. I think we did a good job of doing that.
Yeah, we felt like we really had a chance to score a couple times there in the first half, and we didn't convert. We had a couple uncharacteristic things happen to us and resulted in being shut out. So, you know, I don't really think there was a ton of adjustments. I think one of the biggest things was our guys just keeping their composure and believing that we're fine. You know, we're fine. We're going to be able to move the ball. We're going to find a way, you know, to get the ball in the end zone.
James, you led the defense today, 10.5 total tackles, 7 unassisted. And just from a defensive standpoint, how big was the play today overall?
I thought we played really well. In practice, we were practicing our tackling, make sure we made tackles, and our schemes were laid out very well, and we were just ready for them to run the ball because that's what they like to do. They had a really good back, and we were excited to really play this team and test our abilities and physicality.
James, the press box was literally shaking. I'm not sure what they're stomping their feet on. I'm not sure what they're doing to do that, but how nice is it to play these games at home when you have that behind you?
Oh, it's been real nice. We get to feed off the crowd, you know, get the crowd going, get them live. It's real fun, and I love playing in front of the crowd.
Were you in on that play? I think they were 14-10 when they fumbled on the fourth down. The quarterback was trying to throw it or something. Were you in on that play?
Oh yeah, I was actually right behind Coy. I was hoping he was gonna maybe toss it to me. I was sitting right there. I was like, oh,
I'm glad he didn't.
I was really hoping he was gonna do that, but yeah, I was on there. It was awesome. It was a good play by our D-line and Coy getting the fumble.
Brandon, you guys are right up there with some of the best teams they've had here in terms of wins in a season. What does that mean to you guys?
It means a lot. You know, it was a huge goal for us to start the season, and I think our guys have just been playing great. We've had guys step up and make plays when we needed to. Offense stepped up, made some plays today, and the defense got stops when we needed them to. So it's been great.
Rick, did your game plan change much after Sura went out? Did you have to make many adjustments then? Or?
Well, it did affect some things. It was harder for us to tell, to be honest. You know, he's a great player and all that, but him going out made it harder for us to tell what personnel group they were going to be in, which that was one of the biggest things at halftime for us to try to figure out how to sort that out, because with number one in the game, he could either be in the backfield or he could be out as a receiver, and so it did cause us to make a few adjustments for sure.
Okay, 2 more questions.
Coach, initial thoughts on having Whitewater next week?
Well, you know, obviously Whitewater's a giant, and we know that. We were up there in 2008 in the exact round that we'll be playing in on Saturday. So I think a few of us at least have a feel for what we're up for there. But it'll be a tremendous challenge and a tremendous opportunity for us. And I know our guys are going to prepare like crazy and are going to be very excited about it.
That game was really close for at least 3 quarters. I mean, is that something, will you bring the tape out for these guys and show it to them or not?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. It might be a good idea, Chuck, that to do that. But it was. I was really proud of the way our team played up there that day, and I expect our team will go and fight in the exact same manner.
Rick, obviously the personnel stuff, but how much can that experience playing there, years ago, how much can that help you?
Yeah, I don't know. None of our guys, were here. They were just, trying to get through high school at that point in time. But, I think it helps some of our coaches have an idea of some things to expect and the setup and that sort of thing. But this team's a different team. It's the first team in Wartburg history to win 12 games. That's a big deal for us. It's a team full of guys that, I joke about Brandon's statistics. If Brandon played for some other teams and we gave him the ball more, he'd probably have more yards, but we spread the ball around a lot of different guys, and we don't worry about the stats part of it. On defense, we're not just a one-man deal. We play an 11-man defense, and we don't just have a guy that's the standout guy. We all play hard, and so I think that's And we have good balance. You know, it's not an offensive team, it's not a defensive team. Those of you who were here last week, the style of the game last week and the style of the game this week were completely different. They're two different styles of game. And to be able to win in both those styles, I think, is something that says a lot about our football team and will serve us well here as we move forward.
Final question?